I have landed $6,000 a month contracts by doing that. Don't you wish you had the secrets to build a profitable six-figure freelance business? Well, in this video, we are going to be going over my top 10 tips for freelancing in 2020. Hey everyone, my name is Brandy Morgan and welcome to my channel. We talk about all things freelancing, working remote, personal branding, and creating the life that you want outside of the normal 9-to-5 job. If you want to be part of this freelance family, make sure to hit that subscribe button now. And of course, please give this video a thumbs up so I know that you like this content and that I can keep creating it for you. These tips are going to help you get freelance clients, make sure your emails or your direct messages get read by your future prospects, and some other little tidbits in here that can really help maximize your marketing and sales ability as a freelancer to grow that six-figure or seven-figure freelance business, because it is doable. All right, the first thing that you can be doing to get clients is utilize your network. Utilize people that you already know, that you're already connected to, whether that's in-person people like your really close friends or family members. Tell them about your freelancing services. Let them know that you can give them some sort of discount because they're friends and family. Or go on your Facebook page and say, hey friends and family, I am just starting out as a freelancer and these are the services that I offer. List out your services. If you know or if you need these services or anything, please reach out to me. I would love to work with you as I'm growing my very own business from home. I can offer you an introductory rate to be one of my very first clients. Then at the end of that, say, and please share so people that you know can also see this post, and share it with people that may need my services. Your first is telling your friends and family. The second is in sharing that on social media. But when you share on social media, you also need to give them action. So if somebody sees your post and they do not need your services, they're probably just going to keep scrolling. But if you tell them, hey, will you share this and help me out so I can X, Y, and Z? That is going to help, and that will probably incentivize people to share your post because you're telling them to. See, the thing about online audiences, especially on social media, is you have to train them, because a lot of people aren't doing this. They're not on social platforms every single day trying to build audiences or build businesses, but you are. So you need to start training your Facebook friends or your LinkedIn friends to share your content, like it or comment, all those things, because it's really, 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 really important. So number 2 would be training your audience and talking with them about the services that you offer. And you don't just do this once, you need to do it multiple times. Just sharing it once isn't gonna cut the cake, so to speak. You need to do this multiple times. I mean, you don't want to spam your audience, because on Facebook they're probably people that you actually know, but maybe you share it once a week, or maybe once during the week and once on the weekends. Find out a schedule that works for you and start sharing it, and also training your audience so that they share it as well, so it gets viewed by more people. Number 3 is also about social media. Something I tell every single one of my clients through Do School, which is my online learning platform where I help people with freelancing. If you're curious, the link is in the description. But something that I tell people is use social media to get prospects. And what I mean by this is look up different companies that you're interested in working at. Let's say you want to be like a contractor at Airbnb or some big company. Go onto LinkedIn and look up to see if they're hiring for any sort of contract roles. LinkedIn makes it super easy for you to find contract positions. If you see that they're hiring, you can obviously apply right there, but what you could also do is if they're a bigger company and they have like developer advocates or community managers, you can find those people on LinkedIn, and you don't necessarily have to link in with them on there, but you can find them on social media, whether that's Twitter or Instagram or TikTok, and engage with them on there. Engage with them on the platform that they're already using to build community, and start engaging with them. After you start building that relationship, so you can dive deeper to messaging them, letting them know that you're interested in working with them, and this is what you do. So that's number 3. Finding people on social media. It's a kind of a process to do it, but I promise you it works. I have landed $6,000 a month contracts by doing that. And that contract was mostly digital marketing. It was sort of a ton of different things, but it was $6,000 a month. It took effort up front to find the right people to connect to and to send the messages. And I had to, seek them out and nurture that lead for about a month and a half before they actually signed a contract with me. But it was $6,000 a month. That's an amazing, amazing contract. So find people on social media, find the right people, and start engaging with them. All right, and number 4, Facebook ads. I know this may sound weird and you're probably like, I don't even know how to use Facebook ads. Comment below if you want me to do a video about Facebook ads. I run them for my own business. I run them for my clients. They've been super successful. So if you are curious, I can totally make a video about it. But just let me know in the comments if that's interested. Be like, yes, Facebook ads. Simple as that. But use Facebook ads to get new clients. If you are somebody who is starting a freelance business, I would recommend that you set up a Facebook page for your business. Whether it's just you or just your name, have it be a separate entity than just your Facebook personal profile. The reason why that's important is because you want it to be professional, but then you also want to be able to run ads from it. So you have to go through the whole process of getting that set up so you can run ads. But I highly recommend doing that because it's just another way to get out in front of people that could be looking for your services. And if you do Facebook ads correctly, it will bring leads back to you into your business. And number 5, blog about what you do. So one of my biggest things that I tell people, and something that I'm really starting to share more, is all about personal branding. And that involves sharing what you know, becoming an expert in that field to attract clients. So if you are somebody who is an expert in X, Y, and Z, maybe it's social media management, or you are really good at managing online communities, start writing about that. Start creating blog posts or videos where you talk about what it takes to do that, or you give away tips and tricks for people, because that's going to get you seen by people that are searching for that information. Also, if you do reach out to somebody for a position of being a community manager, you can send them a link to your blog post, which already gives you some sort of credibility. And then also share it not only in your personal blog, but on accounts like Medium or even LinkedIn Learning. Those platforms already have the eyes and the audience of people viewing them and reading them. So share it across all of them. And then of course, share it on your own social media platforms. All right, number 6. So now that we've covered how to get clients in the first 5, number 6 is when you actually reach out to them, whether that's through email or direct message. Use their name in the introduction and in the closing, and make sure you get their name correctly. And if you use their title, make sure you get their title correctly. This is so important. People reach out to me all the time and they call me by the wrong name when my name is Brandy. And my name says Brandy everywhere, but people can spell it wrong, or they'll call me Morgan, which I'm fine with it because it is what it is, but I don't necessarily take them seriously when they reach out to me because they didn't even take the time or to know what my name is or the correct form of the name. And if you don't know their name, ask for it right away. Hey, can I get your name, or how do you pronounce your name? You can send that in a voice memo to people on social, and it just shows that you're doing the due diligence to care about them by asking and then also getting it correctly. So number 6, use their name and use it correctly and spell it correctly. Number 7, this is a big one, and I cannot stress this enough. Do not, I repeat, do not go in for the ask right away. Just like you are viewing this video of me on here, you do not know me or have a personal relationship with me. So if you were to go in and say, hey, hire me for this, I have no idea who you are. Just like these people at these companies have no idea who you are. You need to build a relationship with them first, warm them up to the idea of working with you before you go in and ask them for an opportunity. The reason why that's so important is there's millions of people on the internet, and you could be the right person for the job and have all the skill sets, the perfect personality. But if you go in for the ask right away, I can guarantee you that's going to turn them off. And they are not even going to take your request seriously because you haven't even made the effort to get to know them to even see if they and their company is a right fit for working with you. So build a relationship with them and do not go in for the ask right away. All right, now this one, I cannot stress this enough to freelancers. Make sure you have a portfolio or a website, something that shows who you are and the work that you have done. I am actually working on a portfolio course for Do School that I'm excited that will be coming out next month. But if you are building a portfolio, it needs to, and you are a web developer, or if you are anybody, it needs to follow basic design principles. And there are so many templates that you can use to make a really nice portfolio. Most people are not going to care that you used a template or you used Bootstrap to build your website. The only time that somebody has ever cared what my portfolio was in was when I was interviewing at IBM. They personally requested that I build my portfolio in vanilla JavaScript. So of course I did that. But anybody else, when people see your portfolio, it is an indicator of your work, your style, your grasp of design, whether that's digital, graphic, or even web design. And especially if you are a web designer or you are selling your design skills, your website needs to look pristine. It needs to look good. There are so many free templates that you can download to get started. You can even go through, what's it called? Squarespace. There's Wix. I even think, what's the name of that? The hosting company. GoDaddy, yes. GoDaddy, they even have templates that you can use to throw up your work. 100% take the time, build a nice portfolio. And if you are a web designer, make sure it follows basic web design principles. Okay, all right. And now, once you've worked with your clients, and you've done a good job and you're still in contract with them, like your contract has not ended, ask them for a testimonial. The reason why I stress to do it before the contract has ended is because they are still in communication with you. Once your contract is up with them, they're probably going to see your email and not think it is as important. But if you ask them before your contract is over, say, hey, could you take 2 seconds and fill out this questionnaire? So that's like the second part of this. Have a questionnaire about what it was like working with you so it's easy for them to answer. Because if you're like, oh, what was it like working with me as a blanket statement, they could literally respond good or write one sentence. You want to have, I would say, anywhere from 3 to 5 questions. Keep them simple of what it was like working with you. And you can also go into very specifics of what it was that you did. So if you are a web designer, how well did the site turn out? How are the conversions? Different things that are very specific to what it was that you did for them that show future prospects what it's like working with you. So you want to make sure that you get testimonials before your contracts are up, because testimonials need to live on your website because it looks good for future prospects who are visiting there. I would even take it a step further and build out a case study, especially if you are very serious about growing a freelance business. You want to have case studies on your website that show the actual problem that you solved for your clients. All right, and if you guys want me to do a video on how to create really engaging case studies, let me know in the comments. I'd be more than happy to, because it is something that you really do need to build a profitable freelance business. All right, you guys, we got it through. I hope you liked this video. Once again, if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I would really greatly appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.